Around them, what's considered rich is not what they think. Because I think they see what's on TV, what rappers display, what maybe basketball players display. And I think that's my biggest thing to them is just because you see what looks like money is not.
Welcome to Jet Talk. We have a special guest today, Miss Brandi. How you doing?
I'm good.
That's good. That's good. That's good. We're gonna jump straight into it.
Okay.
B, where you from?
Los Angeles, California.
LA.
LA.
How was it growing up in LA?
I lived a sheltered life, so Catholic school, very sheltered. A little bit of trauma there, it's still LA, but very sheltered.
Now being in LA, did you see any gangs?
Yes, absolutely.
Did you?
Yeah, I went to a Catholic school and we had a uniform and I would have to take it off before I walk home because it had blue and red in it.
Damn.
You can't do that.
Really?
And I had to walk through both the Bloods and the Crip neighborhood, which I didn't walk home often, but when I did, that was the number one rule. Take your skirt off.
How old are you?
41.
No.
Oh, at the time?
At the time.
I am 10. I am 10.
Wow. What year is this?
90.
That's kind of like in the heartbeat of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely so.
And just by the way, you don't look 41.
Thank you, black don't crack.
Not at all.
Black don't crack.
Not at all. That's cool. Now we normally get started with a prayer.
Okay, absolutely.
And let's let us bow our heads.
All right.
Okay. Dear Lord, you allowed us to walk in good. At the end of this, let us walk out greater than what we came. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. So B, 41, huh? By accident. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Now, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Shortcake B. Tell me what is that all about?
Ooh, that's my money maker.
Okay. Okay.
My cake business.
Cake business.
My son is 21. When he was 1, I did his first cake. It looked horrible. My mother let me know how bad it looked. His other grandmother let me know how bad it looked.
Describe this cake.
This cake was supposed to be Barney, but
Okay.
it kind of looked a little special in the face. The color was right though. The purple was spot on.
Yes.
It's a sheet cake, horrible icing, but it tastes amazing. And so my mom was like, yeah, definitely not to go. So I was like, next year we're gonna do something else. So I did Elmo. Again, tragic in the face. Still good. So my mother's like, I'm gonna give you some cake decorating gift cards to Joann's. She was like, maybe you could fix this. And so I did. And so the third year I did Elmo again. Spotless. Mama didn't complain. If your mama don't complain, it must be good.
So is that where it all started?
Yep.
So from there, what was your next move with Shortcake B? When did Shortcake B start?
So my boss at the time, I work at Vanderbilt. So my boss at the time was like, hey, can you make me a cake? Because my famous cake was strawberry shortcake for my family. And then sometimes for my coworkers, he was like, can you make me a cake for my granddaughter's birthday? I was like, yeah, no, I don't do paid. He was like, no, I think you okay. So I made him a sheet cake for 100 people. But I underestimated it by a lot. And so I had to end up making like double that, but they loved it. It didn't look pretty again. It wasn't, like looking back, it wasn't professional at all, but they loved the taste. And from that, before Facebook, this was before MySpace, before all of that, word of mouth just traveled. And then once social media came along, it just blew up.
So how long you been in the Shortcake B?
My son's 21. That was his first birthday, so 20
21
years. 21 years, yep.
How many cakes have you made in those 21 years?
Let's say this, I used to average 7 to 12 cakes a weekend. I don't anymore. My back is not cooperating. I have probably only had maybe 8 weekends off, maybe 10.
Hold on. Through the 20. Wow.
Now, don't average that many anymore just because I realize you don't gotta, quality is better than quantity sometimes. So I'm averaging about 3 to 4 now. So even still, if you just took it down to 2 or 3 over the 20 years.
Okay, let me ask you this. When you first started, what was the price of
Not what it is now.
Not what it is now.
$20 for a full sheet cake, which feeds 100 people. $20. And I thought I was doing something.
Right.
Now, I don't do sheet cakes anymore, but if I were to do sheet cakes now, that probably would be $250.
Shit.
My average cake is about $130 to $150 minimum.
Now is that the tiers that I see?
Yeah, I do the tiered cake now.
Is it easy now?
It's easy work. It's not easy on my body. My body is just like, yo, what are we doing? Standing up. But easy work, yes. Easy dealing with customers sometimes? No. But...
What now? Hold on, I got you.
I know you.
Yeah, I got to talk about this. Wait a minute. You brought this up. Feed reversal?
Ooh,
Explain that, please.
Fee reversal on PayPal is one of the suckiest things. I understand the process, but give you a prime example. A girl ordered a baby shower cake with treats, came up to about $300. My process has always been you pay a deposit, half down, and then your remaining balance is due. It used to be a week or 2 weeks before the due date. Girl paid the balance, paid the deposit, picked up the cake, liked the cake, posted the cake, ate the cake. 2 weeks later, did a fee reversal.
What is a fee reversal?
Which means you go to PayPal and say, I did not receive this product, or this product was not as represented.
Wow.
And so PayPal is you think it's for the seller. PayPal's whole thing was for the buyer, originally for eBay. So that's their stance, is they pretty much always side with the buyer. I send them evidence, legit evidence, like for real contracts and receipts, and show them Facebook posts and other people saying the cake is good, and doesn't matter. They deducted, locked my business account up because it went into the negative, and I'm not paying that money because I'm thinking they're going to reverse it. They refused to. 6 months my account was locked up. I just had to start a new account.
Okay, so wait a minute.
Stuff they don't teach you when you become an entrepreneur. Yeah.
Did you contact this person?
I did several times. Several times. First it was like, okay, I'll look into it. It's like, okay, hold on.
Oh, she act like she didn't.
Yeah. And then it's the block. So then now I'm getting increasingly mad. It's not my nature. Everybody knows me as being sweet and calm. So now I got to come a little bit out of my character and try to reach your own on Facebook, but not be unprofessional with it and not post on the page. But I'm going through other means that I normally wouldn't. Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, no response. She blocked me on all platforms.
Are you serious?
Yes. I'm still angry about that to this day. And that's not been the first time that that's happened. Yeah. So definitely not a fun thing. It's actually nothing you can do to prevent it.
Nothing. So you had to suck that up.
I had to suck that up. I had to eventually pay that to, now I've got an issue with PayPal. PayPal got an issue with me because I'm in the negative. And if I don't fix it, we got a problem. So I had to eventually just pay it, which does not feel good. It makes me mad. and stop calling me about a cake that she forgot that I was going to forget about 5 years later. She thought she could call and place an order with a cake.
No, did she call you back?
Yes. Put an order in. Put an order in up under somebody's name, but it had the same phone number. And I remember blowing up that number, and I got that number stored in my phone.
Like, wow, yeah. She had the nerve to call you back.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I don't want to get. Wait a minute, hold on. So, when it happened the second time,
yes,
was it the same way?
Similar. A girl was supposed to pay her deposit, and that's the rule. You don't pay the deposit, the remaining balance. I'm not making a cake. That prevents me from making cakes and people not picking up or saying, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have the rest of the money. This prevents me from overworking when you have no intention of paying. So she didn't pay her deposit. I have it clear stated. You don't pay this remaining balance a week before the due date, your cake is automatically canceled. She didn't pay the deposit. She called the day of pickup, hey, you're not home. I need to get my cake. Ma'am, what? You didn't pay the deposit. She said, you didn't call to remind me. I didn't want the cake. You wanted the cake. It's not shit. I said, you have a contract. I send out several warnings. Put it in your calendar. So she did a fee reversal on the original amount. And because technically I didn't give her a product, that's what she said. I never gave her a product. PayPal was like, you gotta give her the money back. So and actually they didn't tell me I got her. They ripped it out of my account first and then said, you gotta give her the money back.
Wait a minute. See, that's why I don't like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, PayPal did me dirty. I sold somebody a Gucci belt a long time ago. And since they couldn't fit it, they sent it back. Even if you say no refunds, and sent it back stretched out.
So.
The third time.
The third time it happened, very similar situation. It was about the deposit. The girl just felt like she should not be bound to pay the deposit based on what the contract said. I knew she was gonna do it, so I ain't gonna say I wasn't mad, but it was just like, why she do it? And she did it.
That's something unexpected.
It is, and it's definitely, being an entrepreneur is very, let's wing it, let's figure it out. Life is gonna hit you hard and fast, and you better roll with it.
And you have no idea when life is gonna hit you.
No, and people don't realize, like, that's taking money from me somewhere, some way. I have kids. You don't realize. I even had a girl tell me, but you work at Vanderbilt. I don't care if I'm the CEO of Walmart. If this is what I'm doing and I'm making a living this way, I'm using that money. I'm not just throwing that money back into the atmosphere.
Right.
It's going somewhere. So, yeah.
Brandi, I hate that.
Life's hard, though. Now I've got good customers. It happens very spaced out, but when it happens, it does not feel good.
Wow, and she had the nerve to try to play something else. Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Good grief.
And don't talk to me when you see me in public.
Wow.
But other than that, my customers are beautiful.
Yeah.
I've got great customers.
Now, with that being said, explain free time versus availability. Before you say something, people do not understand that. I deal with it in that first chair every week.
Very hard.
And they have no concept of what's the word I'm looking for? Respect.
Zero.
They have no concept of respect.
I have to tell people, just because you see me on social media does not mean that I'm available. I'm available in the parameters that I've given you. I work night shift as well. So I know this really sounds crazy. I had to get rid of my business phone. I've not had a business phone for a short KB in over 5 years.
Why? Ring too much?
Because I work night shift as my main job. And so I sleep in the daytime. And so I get it that you think I'm a traditional business. So I have an order form. I pretty much have it to where if you need to contact me, I have ways set up for that. But you have no need to call me 100 times a day to ask me, can I put a name change? Can I do this? I have other means to do that. So if they see me on Facebook talking, they go, well, you didn't answer your phone. I just called you. Or I called you earlier. What are you doing?
That's crazy. People don't understand that.
No.
Yeah, and
it takes I think sometimes it takes being an entrepreneur to understand some of that, because even if you try to explain it to people, they're just zero respect for time.
I have to catch myself from getting an attitude, and I go back and I retract and say, man, I was wrong for that.
When you were not. Yes, especially when it comes to rules. I tell people all the time, you know why rules come? Somebody messed up something, somebody did something stupid, so they had to create a rule.
Yeah.
I have a rule now with my cake business. I do not offer cake linen for the table. I don't offer this because I had somebody say that they were going to sue me because they got there and there was no cake linen for the table. I'm the cake lady. I don't provide linen. You know what I'm saying? So you have these rules. I have a person that called me. I was in Puerto Rico 8 weeks after they got their cake and said their cake was starting to mold.
8 weeks?
8 weeks. So now I have to put this clause, hey, you shouldn't have your cake in 8 weeks unless it's in the freezer. It was out on the counter. So yeah, you don't know these things, and so now when I see somebody's rule, even if I don't think it's legit or I think that's a bogus rule, I'm gonna follow that entrepreneur, that business's rule.
You have to.
You have to. It's like respect. You don't know what they had to deal with
Now,
for that rule to come about.
now you said Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Are you shipping cakes?
No, this is vacation. No. I wish,
Okay,
but not yet. Maybe one day, not yet. No.
So all your clientele and customers are based here in Nashville?
Nashville, I have a very small out of town gigs that I do. Normally it's for family. Like I went to California to do wedding cakes and birthday cakes, but that's just family because I have family there. And then I will travel. It will cost you. Like I just came back from Kentucky doing a wedding, so I will travel for a fee.
So you going there and baking the cake?
Yes, I go to my cousin's house in Cali and bake the cakes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'm thinking you baking in the home and you shipping it back.
I actually now I will take it from here because I actually bought something that would allow me to transport it with me and stay safe. So now I won't be baking in my cousin's house anymore.
I got you. Okay. B, baking cakes ain't just as easy as you put it on.
No, not at all. It's a lot of time. It's very time consuming.
Let me ask you something. Why they don't use the icing that they used to use when we was little? Icing has changed.
Okay.
Now.
Yes.
Give me a cake with nothing on it. Unless you got icing from the 80s when we was little.
Are you talking about butter, straight butter icing? What kind of icing?
Okay. The icing I like when we was little was hard.
Oh, crusting. That's called a crusting buttercream. That is an all butter buttercream. I'll tell you why. It's like everything else with food and preservatives, shelf life. If I am a big time bakery, I am more concerned about waste sometimes than I am about what tastes good, and especially if I can make it taste good. Shelf life means everything, and butter can't stay out, nor is it stable in heat. So if you live in Arizona, Nashville, trying to take a cake to a wedding, butter's melting on you.
Really? Is that what happened?
Yep.
I cannot.
Yeah, my mama complains. I like old school butter cake. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yep, that's what it is.
That explains. You got me. Now, let me ask you this.
Okay.
You mentioned taste good.
Yes.
I saw something, and it disturbed me, Brandi.
Okay.
I must admit.
Okay.
And you did it. You did it.
Okay.
It disturbed me.
Okay. What is this?
And don't take this the wrong way.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. You put salt on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Shout out to my coworker.
Please.
They told me to do that.
Explain that.
I've never eaten a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before. Like maybe once as a kindergartner.
Oh, wait a minute, stop, wait a minute. Stop, time out. How long ago was this?
That I did the salt?
And peanut butter jelly.
Maybe 3 months ago, maybe 4.
We.
So 41 and my first, I just was craving a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Actually, the first time was maybe a year before that. And I ate it and I was like, disgusting. So I tried again like 3 or 4 months afterwards. I mean, like a year afterwards. But I ate it on sourdough. So I like sourdough. So probably you shouldn't eat peanut butter. This is why I showed my shelteredness. Even though I was in the hood.
I got you.
Very sheltered, but I was like, I'm gonna eat it. And I thought maybe it's the sourdough. Then my coworker said, try it with salt on it. Because I don't like jelly, nor do I like peanut butter. And don't ask me.
I'm not.
So
Okay.
he was like, try salt on it. I was like, it's something about it. And he said, try crunchy peanut butter. And I did, and it was amazing. So I put a little salt.
Really?
Yes. Salty, sweet.
I'm gonna try it.
It's salty, sweet. I'm a salty, sweet type.
And the only way I'm gonna try it because you know how they put the peanuts and raisins in.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. It's the same premise, salty, sweet. Don't do like black people salt. You gotta just a little, yeah. You can't black people salty. You gotta just put a little bit on it.
Now, is it sea salt or regular salt?
I think it was just regular salt.
Okay.
But Himalayan salt is healthier. But
Pink, I like that.
yeah,
that's
Himalayan
good.
salt.
Let me ask you this. Can you cook?
I can, but I don't cook Tennessee style though.
You don't.
I'm not a soul food girl at all.
Okay. What are you eating Sunday dinner?
Sunday dinner for me would be tacos.
Hey, I'm down with that.
And Sunday or I'm grilling. That's my 2 go-tos. Tacos or grilling. And I am a grill master.
You're a grill master.
Self-proclaimed, but yeah.
You're a grill master.
Yes.
I've never met a woman that's a grill master.
You should have my steak.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I'm not even gonna argue with it because a woman taught me how to grill.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not even arguing with that.
Yep, I can cook. Got 2 boys.
Yeah.
And a dad, so
That's
gotta
all
feed
right.
them.
That's all right. Wow. Brandi, you threw me off there. That's all right. Now, before we get into the main topic,
Okay.
you caught COVID at one point in time.
Yes, so I think, yeah. I'm pretty 90%, 99% sure, yes.
Let me before I take it there.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time believing in COVID-19.
Okay.
I have a hard time believing the numbers they put on TV.
Okay.
Do you agree with the numbers that's on TV?
I'm kind of a weird person because for me, I don't have to necessarily agree with the numbers as long as I know a personal situation. So to me, it doesn't matter whether the numbers are high or low. If it's affecting me, affecting my job, and affecting the people around me, it's enough for me. That's me personally, but.
Okay. How do you feel that? How did you catch it?
I believe I caught it in Jamaica. I could be wrong, but I believe I caught it either in Jamaica or coming back from Jamaica, or one of my coworkers who had just traveled via a cruise. I'm not sure which one, but both were right around the same time.
What did you feel?
I feel like I was dying. It's probably the sickest I've ever been.
Really?
Yeah,
Breathing?
absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. I was sick for a total of 3 weeks. And of course, this was before COVID hit, before COVID really, really hit. And before we even had the first case in America, or so the first case.
Oh, really?
Yes, this was January. January 28th to be exact is when I was in Jamaica. And by February the 14th, I normally do a Valentine's Day cake special. I always do a mock-up to show them what it looks like so they can buy. I couldn't even post it and put it out because I was deathly ill. Kids sick.
Did it take over your body?
It 100% did. I thought it was the flu. I mean, I had a flu shot because I'm mandated by my job. I thought it was the flu. And I kept going and they was like, it's not the flu. We don't know what it is. It's not strep. We don't know what it is. And then my son got sick and they was like, it's not the flu. It's not strep. So I just kind of self-medicated myself and probably infected a lot of people.
So, man, what'd you do?
I pretty much died in my bed for like 4 days rest. Pretty much. I mean, I went to work a couple of times. I was off of work for almost about 2 weeks, but my whole entire job was sick as well. Because obviously, if I'm sick and I was going to work at first, because I'm a trooper, I'm not a wussy type girl, so I'm going to work. But I don't want to get people sick because I have patience. And it just got to the point where I just couldn't go. But I was just vitamin C, elderberry, water, just fluid, hydration, sleep.
Are you coughing?
Coughing wasn't my biggest thing. It's more, it's chills and just could not breathe, but not necessarily coughing. But just physically, I just could not breathe. Felt like I was gonna pass out one day in Sam's, literally like just tipped over a little bit. But so it's, you kind of believe in something a little bit, a little more when it's, you know.
Okay, one last question before we go to commercial. That was before they put it on TV.
Absolutely.
When you heard about it, did you go back and say this what I had?
No, I didn't backtrack to maybe 2 months ago, and I started. I had, because COVID hit and so much changed. My job changed, and you know what I had to do at work, and then just people being scared, and my mother being scared, and just having to deal with the world all of a sudden coming to a halt. I just did not think about it. Because that was in March that everything kind of hit. I just did not backtrack. It wasn't until I started losing my hair. My hair was falling out, and it's supposedly one of the symptoms of COVID that I started kind of like researching, and that was like one of the things that was like COVID. I was like, I ain't have COVID. Then I looked at some pictures. My coworker had a mask on. This was one of the first ones that was sick at my job. He wore an N95 mask before everybody else. He didn't want to get people sick. So I started backtracking, and when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, this makes sense. Mm-hmm.
B, we'll be right back.
All right.
Right back. Ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats, boys and girls,
Of the world.
you are now tuned in to me and Jazz, and we are Jet Talk Podcast. That rhymes.
It is.
Yeah. And we are back,
Where we go?
and that was an accident.
I was like, where we go?
Yeah, we ain't went nowhere.
We ain't go nowhere. That
Ain't
damn
nowhere,
way. Now
right?
we been here.
Jet Talk Podcast at its finest. And we're also giving away $10 strokes, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. I don't know, when you introduce us and shit. Yeah, do that. I got you.
And we're back. I keep saying we're back. And
We
never
ain't
went
go
nowhere.
nowhere.
We ain't went nowhere.
We ain't went nowhere. We just trying to get this fucking.
Yeah, we about to knock this out the park.
Knock it out.
Let's go.
You got it?
Bam!
Start it. I thought you was finna start
How about
it.
you?
Oh, you made it seem like you was finna get going or
No,
something.
remember I got the...
And comment. Thank you. That ain't giving. It ain't giving. I don't even know what I said.
That was it.
Just make it the fucking intro at this point. It is what it is.
Peter.
Who the fuck is Peter?
Peter, nigga. Jet Talk.
You sound
Podcast.
slow as hell.
But we got it though.
No, we did.
Here we go.
Okay, start over.
And don't forget to subscribe. Why you at it?
Yeah, that ain't it. That ain't it.
Yeah, we ain't got
that
it.
ain't it. We ain't got it. I ain't got it.
We
It
got
just
some
ain't.
blue...
Yeah.
What were you? Okay, come on, there. We got it.
We
got
gonna
it.
do seasons 2 as
Season
well.
1, we chiselated.
We did.
Season 2, we took the condom off and gave it to you.
Uh.
I'm through. I
Come on,
can't
one
do
more
it.
time. Come on, one more time.
One more time.
One more time.
Oh, shit.
This is the J, and I ain't eat.
Do something. I'm hungry.
Wait, no, let's see right here. Boom. We finished.
Come on. You started off, then I got you. I'm gonna follow your lead. Come on.
finish.
All right, go.
Hey,
I drew a blank
look like
after
it,
that.
It's what it is.
I drew a blank.
Example,
Welcome to Jet Talk. I am the J.
And I am. Are you the J?
Shit, fuck it.
Are
Cut
you
it
the
off, man.
Are you the J though? Look. Tune in. We have weekly episodes,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah, they're getting better by the moment.
Better by the moment. We are on season 3. So, like I said, when you subscribe, you go back and watch seasons 1 and podcast. I am the J.
Yeah, hey, that's me.
Nah, we got this. You finished coloring. Raffle. We got that. Yep, there it is. Did you see?
I'm gonna add this to some blooper reels. I'm gonna post this.
Yeah.
And while we're right here, we starting off at $1 million. That's how we starting off.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We starting off at $1 million. Hey, we got to have it. If you don't even waste our time.
No, it's $1 million. This is.
We starting off at $1 million.
No.
What the fuck y'all?
No.
Breaking news once again.
10 strokes. $10 a stroke.
$10 stroke.
$1 million.
And we starting off at $1 million.
$1 million.
Yeah, none less, none more, none less. But we got to have it.
So she over there for real?
Peace, ladies and gentlemen. Now, financial literacy for kids.
Yes.
Are you hitting them all across the board?
Oh, yeah.
So you teaching them basic 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Credit,
Credit,
investing, savings, stocks, home ownership.
home ownership. What are their favorite part of their process?
I think so far right now, actually credit and investing, which is really good. Because those are, if you can get those 2 main building blocks down, you can pretty much be good. But the credit and investing, which are not easy. It's not easy to teach that. It's not easy to retain. It's a lot of words that they've absolutely never heard, but they are retaining it. And I'm very proud of them.
Do you see it, or they have to go out and just have to learn for themselves?
So I have a set of cards, flashcards. That's how this business came about. I was going through a bad financial time, and I was writing down, like, I'm never going to be in this situation because I have money, but something is not working. You know, it's not about the money I had, it's what I was retaining and what I was investing, and I wasn't. And so I was like, I'm never gonna be back in this position. This was a really, really bad time in my life. And I was like, I'm gonna learn absolutely everything I can about money. So I just was pen and paper, jotting down this, learning this. What do I need to do to invest? So then I asked my kids, I was like, hey, are you guys learning it? They said no. And I got a college kid at that time and one getting ready to go to high school. Neither one of them had learned it anywhere. And so I'm like, okay, I didn't learn it. They don't learn it. I'm going to start doing some index cards for them. And so then I decided, well, why not just them? Let me create some colorful, super easy flashcards for kids. And I didn't know how I was going to market it or what. I was just like, I was so excited that I was learning stuff and embarrassed and felt horrible that I didn't know this stuff as an 18 or 19-year-old. And I was like, I do not want my kids to suffer like this because, I just didn't know.
Where are you accepting? What's the age that you are accepting?
To be honest with you, I will accept any kid that can comprehend it because that kid can know a rap song, can learn a rap song, can navigate YouTube. Give them to me.
They can learn this.
They can learn it.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have to spoon feed it to them a little bit more, but if they can navigate YouTube, can go into settings, and can learn rap songs, they can learn this. I need a rapper one day to rap about my things. Because if you can put it in a rap song, I guarantee you they'll, you know what I'm saying? It's repetitive stuff, so.
That's all right, B. That's good.
Thank you.
Now, let me ask you this. What is, what's next for the kids' financial literacy?
More classes. Try to do some game shows here in Nashville. Maybe some workbooks. I just want to get some kids involved. I'm actually getting ready to do a contest for kids, and I'll have an investing contest and then an entrepreneur contest. And pretty much if they could tell me a way that they can invest $500, $1,000, how they can make that money back. If they can write that down for me and show me a plan, I want to give the person with the best plan, I want to give them a prize money. Same thing with the entrepreneur, whoever has the best idea.
They can execute that plan now.
They can execute that plan, yeah. My goal was to give them $500, sell some cakes, get Facebook friends to help me out. If I could raise enough, maybe they would even have that money to help them invest. Just trying to show kids it's another way than the streets.
We got to help get that 500 up. Yeah, and I'm willing.
Thank you.
I'm willing.
Yeah. Kids, they need another option.
Yeah.
A lot of kids think that street money is money. That ain't money. I can show you real money, but that's what they see. Even if that's not your environment, if you don't see something else outside of what your environment of how to make money, then your view is limited. And I want to show them the sky is the limit once you fix your credit, know how to retain money, and know how to invest. You don't technically have to work. You know what I'm saying? That will work for you, and college ain't always the answer. Stop going into debt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stop going into debt. Buy your kid a house. Rent a property. Index funds. Low cost index funds. That's my go-to.
That's right up his alley.
Hey, that's my go-to. I have a quick little cool story. If I had invested $1,000 when my son was 1, every year till he turned 20, $1,000 a year. Started off the index fund with $1,000 to $1,000, and this is with the average return rate of 5 to 7%. I would have had $100,000 last year. I owe $100,000 on my house right now. I could have been mortgage free, but I did not. I took my income tax and I free ball with it. You know what I'm saying? But knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Now, where can they? What's the word? Find, locate, want to help. Where can they? Is it a website they can go to?
Yes, it is Young and Wealthy. www.young and then the letter N wealthy.com. And you could go and check out material explanations of all the different series and purchase the series. They are $10 per pack per series. And then because people complain about prices, I also have the series in digital download form. They're $1 per series, so it's no excuse.
Yeah.
$5 for the entire series if you do a digital download. So zero excuses.
Gotcha. Now, say they want to purchase a cake.
Yes.
Is it a website for that?
Yes, www.shortcakeb.com. I book up 6 months in advance.
Cool.
I have almost no bookings for the rest of the year, so you got to get in there early.
Really?
Yes.
That's good.
Blessing.
Yes, it is.
Blessing.
Yes, it is. Now, B, wait a minute. I've got to touch this subject
Okay.
before we leave.
Okay.
And I felt like you have cried.
Okay.
I felt like you have cried.
Uh-huh.
But before I get there, I have no understanding
Okay.
of what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Game of Thrones.
The best
Oh my God.
show ever made.
Brandi,
Yes.
when they cut that show off, did you cry?
Man, I was mad.
I know it.
Pissed.
I know it.
How do you end a show like that? It's hard, man.
How many seasons did Game of Thrones go?
I don't even know, man. Not enough. Listen, I'm passionate about Game of Thrones.
Shit, I
I
know
am
it.
passionate. Listen,
I see.
I am so glad one of my white coworkers told me to watch it because there's certain things that as a black person you be like, nah, I ain't watching it.
That's me.
We gotta stop doing that.
That's me. I can't have it, Brandi. I can't have it. That's me.
We gotta. Hey, listen. The best TV I have seen ever.
Really?
Yes. It will always be. And I got a few up there, but the writing is amazing. To me, there's none other. To me, and I like a lot of stuff, but it's in a whole league of its own.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you about another one.
Okay.
And I might be saying this wrong, but is it Handmaids?
Oh man, that's number 2, maybe number 3. It's a tie between that and Sons of Anarchy.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I've never even heard of it.
So listen, what for me as a woman, I think as a woman it hits home because it's basically the United States at that time has went into martial law. So each city kind of has their own reign, and they're pretty much telling women, y'all gonna have babies and make more babies. And it was very weird how when the Trump administration happened, they were ruling and saying about abortion stuff. You have to do this. And it was like mostly men making rules for women's bodies. It kind of felt real Handmaid's Tale-ish. And in the Handmaid's Tale, people escaped to Canada.
What year is this?
This is modern day time.
Really?
Yo, yeah. Which is even, this ain't like way back when. This is modern day time. Martial law hits and it's like, hey, everything goes. You do what they say. Yeah, that's not gonna be me. I'm escaping to Canada, which is what they did on Handmaid's Tale.
Gotcha.
Love that show. Amazing writing.
You watched it too?
No.
Oh, okay.
I only watch anything.
Yeah, it's good though. I work night shift and I got a lot of downtime.
Gotcha.
So it's either audio, I do audiobooks every other week and then like a little fun entertainment every other week. So yeah.
Now I did watch the first season of Sons of Anarchy.
Oh man, I like a little gangster stuff. So.
Yeah. I did
I
watch
do
the
like
first season of that, and
It's a lot of action.
yeah, it is. Now I got lost at the beginning of the second, and I just never watched
Oh
it.
man, that's a lot of action, man. That's just between Game of Thrones and Sons of Anarchy. I can't watch a lot of stuff because I need beheadings. I need cutthroat,
Yeah.
kill off the main character over and over.
Yeah.
I need to. It's hard for me. I'm to look at a regular show.
I got you. Now, I got a couple more.
Okay.
Queen Sugar.
Oh man, it's a different type of.
That is different.
It's a good. That's a Queen Sugar and Issa Rae show. Insecure. Those are 2 black shows that just make me feel. It's the good kind of. I can't even explain it. I watch it and I'm always proud to be black, but that's just to see it relayed on TV that way and real and raw, and not so scripted that it doesn't seem relatable. It's a good feeling. I love it.
Proud to be black.
Very proud to be black.
I am too. And tell me how you felt about the George Floyd verdict.
It's never enough.
Yeah.
It's never enough. Definitely like that there is some account. It's just it's never, I don't know what would be enough, but it's never enough for me. I always want more, and I'm not a vindictive person, but I do think you can hit people in their pocketbooks as well. A lot of times that makes people want to do things. If you start telling these police, we're hitting your retirement. If you've worked on that for us, we're hitting your retirement. We're hitting your equity. We're hitting things that may matter to you. Maybe you'll think about it a little bit. You may not.
It's called act right.
Basically, yeah. So, yeah, it's not enough for me. I mean, I can't say that I'm happy because it's just not enough.
Let me ask you this. The verdict comes out this week.
Mm-hmm.
What are you expecting?
If we go with history, I'm expecting to be pissed. And that's sad. I like to hope not, but if you go with history,
Okay.
I'm gonna be mad.
Let me do this. 10 years or under? More than 10 years.
I think 10 years or under.
I hate that.
I do too. I hope I'm wrong about that. I honestly hope I'm wrong about that.
I hate that.
Like, to me, like, that shouldn't even be an option. It should not even be on the table.
Now, if the 10 years or under is the sentencing, not verdict.
The sentencing, yeah, I know what you mean.
Should it even be in a verdict? Should it even been a guilty verdict? I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
The system is trash. System is trash. It's unfair. It's just
It's unfair.
it's just a completely unfair situation. If the tables were reversed and that had been someone else, a black man doing that, let's just say to a police officer, what would you do? You know, you can't.
It's been over a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I trash.
Yeah.
Trash.
I feel you.
Trash.
Brandon, I got one more situation.
Okay.
And when I ran across this, and I got two more situations.
Okay.
I ran across this and didn't understand
Okay.
what I was reading.
Okay.
I don't know if you suffer from it now,
Okay.
but sun poisoning.
Oh gosh, yes. Polymorphic light eruption.
I didn't know I didn't say it.
Polymorphic light eruption. What's fun? This is a very rare disease and extremely rare in black people. And it's funny because I laughed about this last year, right before this started occurring to me, about black people wearing sunscreen. Wear sunscreen. Your skin erupts with these lesion-like boils from the sun. I am a yard worker, renovating yard. I consider pro. And last year during COVID, I was out in the sun probably way more than I normally had been. And I started having skin problems. I had always thought they were prickly heat, but it wasn't.
You never knew why.
I never knew why. I'd had it before, but it was really bad last year.
Did you have it when you was little?
Not to my knowledge. I think this is an adult thing.
It's an adult thing. Okay, so it hit last year.
It hit last year.
Okay, so you cannot be in the sun?
I cannot be in the sun for a long period of time, especially if I'm physically exerting myself.
30 minutes.
30 minutes, I'm getting ready to, if I don't have sunscreen on. Now, if I have sunscreen on, I'm okay. But I still have to reapply like it says. And I can't just use regular sunscreen. I got to get some $40 a bottle sunscreen, $60 a bottle sunscreen.
Okay. Wait a minute. Good. Oh, shit. How much?
$40 to $60. Yeah. But if I don't want to look like a frog toad, then get me. You pay for it. So, but I go early morning outside and late night. Middle of the day, the UV rays are 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting
So
at.
I just know. Yes, I'm an early morning girl anyway, and I'm a late night person. So I just get out there, try to do early mornings and late nights to prevent some. And I still wear sunscreen, but to prevent some of that.
Did it hurt? Does it hurt?
It does. Yeah, it does. Because what happens is it just keeps getting inflamed, and then if you try to put lotion or soap on it,
That bakes it like cooking. Wow.
yeah, I love the sun too, and I'm black. It was like, what black person gets this? So crazy.
Now. Your passion level of just life in general is way up here,
Very high.
and I see it.
Very high.
Now, is that what make you transfer that into plants?
Oh man, yeah. It's The amount of peace that brings can keep me up here when humans try to bring that down. I ain't got no problem with them. They may die on me, I can revive them. It's just something about peace, nature, and it brings me closer to God. It just makes me feel like I don't need anything else in the world. It really takes me out of the zone. So yeah, when I can't always be high, job, work, humans, what's going on in the world, but that right there is a constant, can elevate me instantly.
I got you.
My go-to.
I got you. B. It's all right.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's my pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been one. Jet Talk, Season 3. Miss Brandi.
Hit me up.
We're out.
Bye.